Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ubaidillah, taqiudin, ilhaq. So for today, I would like to tell you about the approach to research from chapter 1 of Judith Bell's book Doing Your Research Project. Research can be in many ways. Each approach has its own strength and weakness. Choosing the right approach depends on what kind of information the researchers need. Now, let's look at some of the main approach. First, action research. Action research is used when there is specific problem in a specific situation and we want to improve practice. Usually, teachers, doctors, or workers use this in their own workplace. The process is continuous. After making changes, we evaluate again, then improve more. The goal is to make practice better. 2. Case study. A case study focuses on one case in detail. The case can be an event, a program, or an organization. The researcher collects data deeply, often through observation and interviews. The strength is depth of understanding. The weakness is that it's hard to generalize to other situations. Number 3, survey. Survey collect information from many people using questionnaires or interviews, or respondent or ask the same question. The strength is that we can describe opinion or behaviors of large group, but surveys usually answer what, where, when, and how, not why. Number 4, experimental research. This approach tests cause and effect. For example, we compare two groups. One gets special treatment, experimental group, and one doesn't, control group. Then we see a difference. It is powerful, but often difficult, expensive, and sometimes raises ethical issues, especially with human participants. Number 5, ethnography. Ethnography studies people in their natural environment. Often for a long time, the researcher may live or work with the group to understand their culture. The strength is deep cultural insight, but it takes a lot of time and it is difficult to say that one group represents all groups. Number 6, grounded theory. Grounded theory builds theory from the data itself. The researcher collects data, analyzes it, and from that creates new theory. It doesn't start with hypothesis. The process continues until no new ideas appear. This is called saturation. It is useful but also complex. Narrative inquiry. This approach uses stories as data. People share their personal experience in story form, and the researcher analyze them and meanings. Narrative inquiry gives voice to participants, but it requires trust and time. It sometimes raises ethical issues because stories can be very personal. So, in summary, there are so many approach. There are so many research. There are so many approach to research. Action research, case study, survey, experimental research, ethnography, grounded theory, and narrative inquiry. Each has advantage and disadvantage, exactly, because everything will have advantage and disadvantage. The best approach depends on the research question and the type of information we need. So this is some a material that really that requires so much for us if you want to do experimental research, if you want to get approach research. Maybe that's all from me. If I got many mistakes, forgive me so much. I am Ubaidillah, taqiudin. Back to you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.